How to turn a liability into an asset. Hello friends, and welcome back to Finance Compass, the channel where we break down personal finance in simple, practical ways. Today's topic is one that can really change the way you think about money: how to turn a liability into an asset. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you a quick question. Do you own something that costs you money every single month? Maybe it's a car loan, a credit card balance, or even a fancy gadget you put on installments. Well, those are liabilities. But here's the exciting part. You can learn how to flip that situation around and turn those same liabilities into assets that actually make you money. Stick with me till the end of this video, because I'll share a step-by-step story, some practical tips, and a takeaway that might just change the way you look at your everyday spending. Meet Sam. Sam is 27 years old. He works a regular 9-to-5 job, earns about $2,800 a month after taxes, and like many of us, he dreams of financial freedom. But right now, Sam feels stuck. Why? Because his money seems to disappear before the month ends. Here's his situation. He pays $400 every month for his car loan. He spends $120 on car insurance. Gas costs him another $150 each month. Then there's maintenance, oil changes, tires, random repairs, let's say $80 per month averaged out. All in all, Sam's car eats up almost $750 a month. That's a huge chunk of his salary. One day, while venting to his friend, Sam says, "Sam, man, my car feels like a money pit. It's like I'm working just to keep this thing on the road." Friend: "Well, what if your car could make you money instead of draining it?" Sam: "What do you mean? It's not like my car can magically pay me rent." Friend: "Not rent, but there are ways to use it as an asset." That simple comment sparked an idea that would change the way Sam thought about his finances. Before we continue with Sam's story, let's pause for a quick lesson. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket. That's it. Simple, right? Now here's the catch. Many things in life can be both, depending on how you use them. A credit card can be a liability if you rack up debt, but an asset if you use it wisely for rewards and pay it off each month. A car is usually a liability because of costs, but it can be an asset if it helps you earn more than it costs. Even your smartphone can be both. If you just scroll all day, it's a liability. But if you use it to run an online side hustle, suddenly it's an asset. Sam's journey. Sam started thinking, okay, how can I turn this car of mine into an asset? First, he looked into ride-sharing apps. He realized that even if he drove just on weekends, say, 10 hours each Saturday and Sunday, he could make about $20 an hour after expenses. That's $400 each weekend, $1,600 a month. Suddenly, his $750 liability could generate an extra $1,600, leaving him with an $850 net gain. But Sam didn't stop there. He asked himself, are there other ways to make this liability useful? He explored delivery apps like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Instacart. Even doing just a couple of hours on weeknights brought in another $200 to $300 a month. Now, Sam's car wasn't just a financial burden. It became a tool to earn him over $800 every month. Sam talks with his mentor, someone older and more experienced with money. Sam: "I used to hate my car loan, but now it's actually paying for itself and more." Mentor: "That's the power of rethinking liabilities. Most people stop at the complaint stage, but the real winners ask, how can I flip this around?" Sam: "So does this work with other things too? Not just cars?" Mentor: "Absolutely. Credit cards, houses, even skills. You can turn them from money drains into money makers with the right strategy." Now, let's break this lesson down into clear, actionable steps you can apply to your own life. Step 1. Identify your liabilities. Make a list. Write down everything that costs you money every month. For example, car loan, $400. Credit card interest, $50. Streaming subscriptions, $30. Student loan, $200. The key is honesty. Don't leave anything out, even small amounts. Step 2. Ask, can this be flipped? Take each liability and ask, is there a way to make this generate income? Car loan. Use the car for ride sharing, deliveries, or renting it out through peer-to-peer platforms. Credit cards. Use cashback or rewards programs, but only if you pay off your balance monthly. Extra room in your house or apartment. Consider renting it out on Airbnb. Subscriptions. If you're paying for software, could you use it to freelance or start a side hustle? Step 3. Start small. Don't feel pressured to overhaul everything overnight. Start with just one liability. If it's your car, commit to 5 to 10 hours a week on a ride-sharing or delivery app. Track your results for a month. Step 4. Reinforce with good habits. Here's the most important part. Once you turn your liability into an asset, don't waste the new income. Allocate it smartly. For example, 50% toward debt repayment, 30% toward savings or investments, 20% for enjoyment or personal use. That way, the money you generate builds long-term wealth. Step 5. Scale up. Once you see results, expand. Maybe you use your car plus freelancing on the side, or you leverage your credit card rewards and also rent out equipment you own. More real-world examples. Let's explore other ways people have flipped liabilities. Example 1. Credit cards. Maya, a 24-year-old student, used to carry a $1,000 balance on her credit card, paying $25 in interest every month. That's pure liability. But after learning about financial discipline, she started paying it off fully each month. Now, instead of losing $300 a year to interest, she actually earns 2% cash back on her spending. By putting her groceries, gas, and bills about $1,200 per month on the card and paying it off in full, she gets back $288 a year in rewards. Liability turned into a small but useful asset. Example 2. A house. Daniel bought a house with a $1,200 monthly mortgage. At first, it felt overwhelming. But then he rented out the basement to a friend for $700 a month. Suddenly, his net cost dropped to $500. Even better, that rent helped him pay down his mortgage faster, building equity. Example 3. A smartphone. Think about your smartphone. If you just use it for social media, it's a liability monthly data plans, app purchases, upgrades. But if you use it to build an online side hustle like selling on Etsy, freelancing on Fiverr, or making content on YouTube, it becomes an asset. The bigger picture. Turning liabilities into assets is not just about money. It's about mindset. It's about training yourself to see opportunities where others only see problems. Yes, it requires effort. Driving for a rideshare means giving up some weekends. Freelancing with your laptop means late nights. But the discipline pays off. And here's the exciting part. Once your liabilities start paying for themselves, you're free to redirect your energy toward real wealth-building assets like emergency savings, index funds and ETFs, retirement accounts, your own small business. The moral of the story. Sam's car, once a financial headache, became his stepping stone. Within a year, the extra $850 he made each month allowed him to pay off his credit card debt, build a $3,000 emergency fund, and even start investing in an S&P 500 ETF. And the best part? Sam learned that money isn't just about numbers, it's about creativity and perspective. So here's the big takeaway for you today. Don't just accept your liabilities as dead weight. Ask yourself, how can I flip this? If you're paying for something, can it work for you instead of against you? If you're stuck in debt, can you use discipline and strategy to turn the same tools into wealth-building machines? Remember, assets and liabilities aren't just fixed labels. With the right mindset, you have the power to change them. Now, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share one liability you'd like to turn into an asset. Maybe it's your car, your credit card, or even your daily habits. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like this video to support the channel. Subscribe to Finance Compass for more practical money tips every week. And share this with a friend who feels stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle.